Thank you for joining us today. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm excited for all of us to be here. We'll be here for about an hour today. We're going to be providing you with an overview quickly of seniors financial assistance programs in Alberta um, that seniors can apply for, or if you are assisting a senior with applying for these programs. And then we're going to give a demonstration of kind of new, kind of not, recent online application processes and some of the features of myalberta.ca, My Alberta Seniors online account. So I'm your host today. My name is Danielle Davids. I am a senior analyst with the Community Partnerships and Programs team with the Ministry of Seniors, Community and Social Services. Joining me today from CORE is Stephanie Bansky. She's our tech support and our CORE expert. So she'll be providing some background support, hosting the webinar today. And we just want to say a big thank you to CORE for hosting this webinar for us. We're also pleased to have with us as co-host, and you'll see them a little bit later, Laura Paradowski. She's the manager of client relations, and she's an expert on all things seniors financial assistance. Brenda Manweiler, who's the manager of community partnerships, and she's providing some technical support. She'll also be posting some important links and information in the chat during this session. And then we also have Monica Langford, who is a business analyst with the seniors division, and she'll be sharing the online application process. And she is our tech person, so she'll be able to show some of the features of the My Alberta Seniors online account through live demonstrations today. Just a note before we get started, this meeting is being recorded. So when you joined, you might have had to click a thing that said, yes, you consent to being recorded. It will be made available online on CORE Alberta's page and through their YouTube channel. We're just going to be cutting the Q&A. So the Q&A is just for us in this session today, and what's available online will be just up to that point. And everything I talk about today, this information is accurate as of today, but provincial assistance programs do change all the time. The benefit year runs from July to June, and the thresholds, amounts, and other details may be updated annually at the start of each benefit year or throughout the year. Just start with a quick land acknowledgement before we begin. I wish to acknowledge that although we're joining from across the province and maybe even outside of Alberta, we are presenting and working on traditional homelands of many diverse First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people whose elders have walked this land before us, and those persons with whom we share our great land with today. Just a couple housekeeping items before we get going. In order to streamline this session, questions will be asked through the question and answer feature on your Zoom bar there. So you'll see one that says Q&A and it has like two little speech boxes. That's how we will be asking and answering questions throughout this session. We have everyone automatically muted, or you should be, and your videos can be off. And we'll have a dedicated time at the end of the session for questions and answers, but you're welcome to put them in the Q&A box at any time. We'll just get to them when we do. This is the volume of the presentation. You have the option in your Zoom options to turn on closed captioning at the bottom of the screen, so feel free to do that. And as I mentioned, this session is being recorded. No personal information from any attendees, including your usernames, video, or anything like that, is going to be visible, and we won't be including the questions and answers in the recording. So here's the agenda for today's session. We're going to be providing a brief overview of seniors financial assistance programs, and then we're going to be diving into the crux of the session today, which is the online options for applying for programs. If you're looking for a more in-depth review of seniors financial assistance programs, so going into the details of all the different pieces, we're going to be offering a full session in October on that. So keep an eye on CORE Alberta and the newsletter, and we'll definitely be sharing when we're ready to have people register for that session. So myself and my colleagues are with the Ministry of Seniors, Community and Social Services. This ministry might be new to you because it was first formed in October of 2022. And the mandate of this ministry is to provide supports for seniors, families and communities, help Albertans access disability services, financial supports, services for the homeless, and other social based programs. My team is from the seniors division, so we work specifically with seniors programs. And in this division, we lead the development and delivery of programs and services to support the well-being and independence of Alberta seniors. We're responsible for seniors financial assistance, community grants, stakeholder engagement, and cross-ministry policy and program work. And all of that is done to support seniors from a government-wide perspective. Okay, so before we start talking about the online services, let's just get a brief overview of the types of financial assistance that are available for seniors. All orders of government and community organizations provide programs, supports, and services for seniors. This slide here is a quick overview of the types of financial assistance a senior may be receiving. Something to note, though, is that not all seniors will be receiving or be eligible for all types of financial assistance listed on this screen. So the primary source of income for seniors age 65 and older is provided by the Government of Canada through Old Age Security, Guaranteed Income Supplement, and Canada Pension Plan. To supplement these programs, the Government of Alberta provides additional financial assistance and health benefits. And the 5 seniors financial assistance programs through this ministry are the Alberta Seniors Benefit, Supplementary Accommodation Benefit, Special Needs Assistance for Seniors, Seniors Property Tax Deferral, and the Seniors Home Adaptation and Repair Program. Through the Ministry of Health, there's also several programs that support seniors, and those include the Coverage for Seniors program. So this is primarily prescription drug coverage, dental and optical assistance for seniors, and Alberta Aids to Daily Living. If you're sitting here thinking, what are all these things? Tell me more about them. This next slide is for you. So I just want to quickly give kind of the Cliff Notes overview of what each of these programs is and does in a couple sentences. As today's session is focusing on the online application tool and on My Alberta Seniors, we aren't going to go into details of these programs, but as I mentioned, we will be having an in-depth session on that probably around the end of October. You can find more information about these programs on the ministry website or by downloading the Senior Service Provider Resource Guide, which is available through Core Alberta. I'll get into how to access that guide as well in a little bit. So as I mentioned, the Seniors Financial Assistance programs available through Alberta as a supplement to those federal programs are Alberta Seniors Benefit. And this is the monthly benefit that is provided to eligible seniors with low income to assist with living expenses. Then we have the Supplementary Accommodation Benefit, which provides financial assistance to eligible seniors with low income who live in a publicly funded continuing care home. We have the Special Needs Assistance Program, which provides financial assistance to eligible seniors with low income towards the cost of some appliances and then specific health and personal supports. And then we have the Dental and Optical Assistance Program, and this provides financial assistance to seniors with low to moderate income for basic dental and optical services. I also mentioned coverage for seniors. This is coverage for medical needs such as prescription drugs, diabetes supplies, ambulance services, home nursing care, chiropractic services, and clinical psychological services. The Seniors Property Tax Deferral Program allows eligible seniors homeowners to defer all or part of their annual residential property taxes through a low-interest home equity loan. And finally, the Seniors Home Adaptation and Repair Program, which helps eligible seniors finance home repairs, adaptations, and renovations through a low-interest home equity loan. If you're seeing any of these and thinking, oh, I really want more information on this right away, you can visit the links that are in the chat and click the relevant topic under the Seniors Financial Assistance website. Okay, so I think in order to understand the online services that are available and how these are working for Alberta seniors, we need to talk a little bit about applying and enrolling for these seniors benefits that I just mentioned first. So first of all, how to apply. Recently, there were changes made to what we call the Turning 65 information package, which is a package that's sent to all Albertans 65 who are about to turn 65, and it's sent 6 months before their birthday. The information is sent to their most recent mailing address based on Alberta Health data. So in this package, this used to include a paper application, and there's been changes to it now where the paper application is not included. So the package now includes a seniors programs and services quick facts information sheet. And what this is a brochure that outlines all those programs I just talked about and how to access them. And then there's instructions for applying online instead of the paper application being mailed out to every single person turning 65. The instructions for the online application package provide guidance on how to complete the application and a website to visit for more information. So these changes to the application package were made so we can encourage new applicants to utilize online services where we can. We know that as as humans and as Albertans, the use of online services is growing, and this trend is evident among seniors as well, especially those that are just now reaching the 65 age. So offering online applications provides options for safe, efficient, and cost-effective ways for seniors to access services. All of that said, we know everyone's not going to want to go online, so an alternative is still available for those unable to apply online. And seniors can request a paper application package be mailed to them by contacting Alberta Supports when they get that turning 65 letter, or they can also download and print the paper application from the Seniors Financial Assistance website. So completing this paper application or completing the online application would apply the senior for Alberta Seniors Benefit, Special Needs Assistance, and Dental and Optical Assistance. One thing just to note is that individuals transitioning from AISH to Alberta Seniors Benefit are automatically enrolled and they don't need to submit an application for seniors benefits, but they can still create and use a My Alberta Seniors account to access their account details and submit claims for things like special needs assistance, see their payment history and more. This is the basic enrollment process that happens. So like I said, a turning 65 information package is mailed to all Alberta seniors 6 months before their 65th birthday. Then the senior can go in anytime after they receive that package and complete their SFA application online, or like I said, request a paper application and complete and submit that. Once they have completed their application, whichever way they choose to do it, we are able to have consent to obtain income information from Canada Revenue Agency and old age security enrollment data from the federal government. So all of that is used in concert with the information in the application package to determine eligibility for these programs. And then should a senior be eligible on the month of their 65th birthday, the benefits are going to start to be issued to the senior. What else do I want to say before I move on here? The application process can take a few months depending on a number of factors. So we do recommend submitting an application well ahead of a senior's 65th birthday, up to 6 months. And benefits are considered the month the senior turns 65 or once they meet Alberta residency requirements. So if they just moved to Alberta, they need to have lived here for at least 3 months. Retroactive payments can be made for up to 11 months. So if a senior is applying for the first time at age 70 and they were eligible prior, they can get retroactive payments for up to 11 months. While online applications are being promoted, seniors still have all the options available to them to submit an application for these programs. We like to break the options into gold, silver, and bronze options just with online services. So the gold option is that individuals can use their verified Alberta.ca account. You might be more familiar with this as My Alberta Digital ID. They can use that to access their information securely and easily apply online for the Seniors Financial Assistance programs. So through the My Alberta Seniors account, seniors will be able to access information on their Alberta Seniors benefit, including their application status, payment details, and tax information, special needs assistance for seniors. So through the online account, you can submit a claim online instead of doing a mail-in application. You can review claim history and you can see payment details for special needs assistance. You can view letters and documents on the account related to the to the programs. And you can do things online such as change your banking information, your mailing address, or your home address and phone number. So those are some of the nice features of doing the Alberta.ca account to apply for financial assistance. The silver option that we talk about allows individuals to apply online using a secure fillable form, and this doesn't require a verified Alberta.ca account. So this option can be completed by filling out the online form, and we'll put a link to where that's located in the chat. Then the form would need to be printed and it would need to be signed with pen and paper. And then that form can be scanned and uploaded to the Seniors Financial Assistance online upload tool, and any supporting documentation can be included with that as well. And this does not require a verified Alberta.ca account to do this option. And of course, we can still submit a paper copy of an application, which can be scanned and uploaded to the uh, um, online document submission page. It can be faxed in or it can be mailed in still. When we talk about application processing times, it takes approximately 6 to 8 weeks or a little bit longer during peak periods to process these applications. If they are submitted by mail, you do need to account for the time it takes the mail to get to the address and to be processed through the mail room. So I would add like a couple weeks to that possibly. There's several advantages to applying online. Offering an online application provides a safe and efficient and cost-effective way for seniors to access services. And by registering for an Alberta.ca verified account, like I mentioned, there's several benefits the seniors can enjoy. Application status and history, you'll be able to view all of that on your online account. Previously, you would have to call Alberta Supports or go through your files in your mail to see some of this information. The ability to do convenient updates. So you can easily update your banking information, your address, or your telephone number using an Alberta.ca online account. You can make special needs assistance claims through an Alberta.ca online account. So I know we didn't go into a lot of details about special needs assistance in this session today, but say, for example, a senior wants to submit for reimbursement for a new bed that they're purchasing. They can make that claim through the online account, do it all online, upload their receipts or their estimates, and the turnaround time is quite a bit faster if they do that versus mailing all those documents in. And through an Alberta.ca verified account, there's also access to other government services. So many of us are probably familiar with accessing things like My Health Records. There's different sites to like pay fines and things like that, and that's all done through an Alberta.ca verified account. So when an Alberta.ca verified account is used to apply, the account verifies who you are online without a bunch of paper documents. Oops. It protects information and privacy, and it provides access to a range of government services, including My Health Records. You can also access things like, sorry, this slide must have a timer on it. Access things like permits, pay fines, and sign into federal sign-in partners such as Canada Revenue Agency. So an Alberta.ca account for personal use allows an individual to interact with online services. Some of these services might require your account to be verified. Oh my gosh, there's timers. Oh, I can pause it here. Okay, some of this might require your account to be verified, and this includes applying for Seniors Financial Assistance online services. Many Albertans will already have created a verified Alberta.ca account to access other services. And when you actually go to create or sign into your Alberta.ca account now, there's even options to sign in using an existing Google or Microsoft account, or you can use the standard email and password option. Before getting started signing up for an Alberta.ca account for your first time, a senior will need a personal email that's not shared with anyone else, and their Alberta driver's license or Alberta identification card for verification purposes. So when verifying an account, Albertans can now choose an activation code delivered to you either through text message or to be mailed to you. The text message thing is fairly new. For example, when I created an Alberta.ca account a few years ago, I had to wait for the code to come in the mail, which obviously takes a little bit of time. So the text message option is quite nice. Once you receive that activation code, you enter it to finish verifying your Alberta.ca account, and then your account remains verified as long as your ID is used, as long as your ID is valid and has not expired. If your ID expires or you update it at the registry office, you need to sign in to your Alberta.ca account again and provide the new ID information to maintain verification status. A reference guide is available to help with the creation of an Alberta.ca account. It includes frequently asked questions and contact information for additional support. It also includes screenshots and information on creating this account, and that's available through the Alberta.ca account that's listed here on the screen. Sorry, the Alberta.ca webpage. So as I mentioned, there is also the online fillable form option and then the paper application as well. Early consultations and testing of online services indicate that many individuals turning 65 are more comfortable with technology and accessing services online. Where possible, we recommend promoting online services to streamline their application process, simplify information communication, ensure security, and allow seniors to access their own information when they choose. That said, we recognize that not everyone can or will want to utilize the My Alberta Seniors account. So as mentioned, one option for many seniors is to use the Seniors Financial Assistance online fillable form. This does not require the creation of an Alberta.ca account, but it still streamlines the application process with a step-by-step online fillable form, which is then printed, signed, and uploaded, along with supporting documents to the online uploader tool at sfa.alberta.ca. The image here is an example of what the first page of the online fillable form would look like, which is very similar to the My Alberta Seniors account, but it's going to walk you through each step. And then at the end, it generates a completed document that can be printed for signature and uploaded, mailed, or faxed in. If this is also not an option, a paper application is still available, and that can be downloaded through the Seniors Financial Assistance website, or Alberta Supports can be called and request a paper application be mailed. If you're joining us from an office and you're a service provider that supports seniors with applying for benefits, you can also call and request to have some paper copies mailed to you to have on hand when assisting seniors who do not wish to apply online. When to request a paper application, there's lots of scenarios. These are just a few that we thought of, but I'm sure you have encountered situations where someone does not wish to apply online. So it could be that they don't have an email address and they don't wish to create one. They might not have reliable access to internet or a device with online capabilities that they can access reliably. They might not be able to use a computer or a smart device for various reasons. And in any of these situations, as we said, they can create the online fillable complete the online fillable form if that is an option, or they can complete a paper application with your assistance. And the number for Alberta Supports is there as well to call and request a paper application, or it can be downloaded from the website. How's our Q&A looking? Okay. We're going to jump into a quick demonstration because I know a lot of people were asking in the questions on registration, like, what does this online account look like? If we're not seniors, we're not going to be able to see it. So I'm going to invite Monica Langford to unmute. And then if you want to turn on your camera, we'll just make sure your audio is working. Hi.
Can you hear
Can we
me?
talk? Oh, yes, I can hear you. Excellent. So we have a video that was filmed kind of demoing the first time you access My Alberta Seniors verified account. And then after that, Monica can share her screen. Actually, maybe we'll say that for the Q&As. If there's questions, we have access to like a test account where we can show different features of the thing as well. So I'm going to let Monica talk us through what's happening in the video as we go through. And just a reminder, this video will be included in the recording, so you'll be able to watch it again. Okay, should be one more slide. Okay, it's going.
Okay, so this is application that you would access through the available services for Alberta.ca. Here, this is one of the changes they made on Alberta.ca and how to log in using either a federated login or with your username or email address. I'm choosing the username method. So here you would enter the client's personal health care number. We have an algorithm. So if that information from the Alberta.ca account matches the information in our database, or Alberta Seniors Benefit database, it will register that personal health care number to their Alberta.ca account. This is the login process to start. And then the application will start through 8 easy steps. It's going to ask questions such as the client's social insurance number, and then it will take you through a series of questions depending on how they answer. It's dynamic, so it will either populate additional information or less information. So here we're asking if you're a Canadian citizen, you do have to be, for Alberta Seniors Benefit, you do have to be permanent resident to receive benefits. Again, it's going to ask whether their home address, and because we do have clients who are in rural areas, they have a home address, as well as like a mailing address or a residence address. And ask, well, age security is another eligibility factor. So here are the questions. Then it comes to the banking information for the client. And here we've provided a copy of a void check. And as you can see, when you click on bank number, it highlights the section on the check where the client could find that information. So as they're typing, again, it's bringing up what we have for this information that the client can choose from. Again, it's highlighting the bank transit number where the client could find it on their check. And then account number, and there's a confirmation of the account number. So we have introduced this because we were getting incorrect bank account numbers. So it's making you confirm the banking details. And then it'll ask if there's a trustee acting on your behalf, because we don't currently have access to for trustees to create Alberta.ca accounts, but we can have them provide that trustee information. This is going to be the confirmation page for the client with what answering all the, reviewing the questions they answered. This is the CRA consent that's required. And then also declaring that what they provided to us is correct. If there's no supporting documentation, the client just has to hit submit. And it takes them to the client's dashboard where you can see there's Alberta Seniors Benefit. These are the things that they'll be able to see for their for Alberta Seniors Benefit, special needs assistance programs. And then there's also the services available. So here is has application information for Alberta Seniors Benefit, which you see if you hover over the question marks, you will populate more information, expand that section. And here's where we can start a new claim history, letters, and documents for special needs assistance. And then available services. So we can update the client's address or phone number, as Danielle had said, or update the banking information for the client.
Thanks, Monica. This is just one feature that I wanted to draw attention to. Yep. Pause. Go back. Okay. We're here. This is just one feature that I wanted to draw attention to, which is the ability to view application status and payment history for Alberta Seniors Benefit and Special Needs Assistance. A lot of times when we're working with clients, they are like, I don't know when I last got paid. I'm not sure. Or I don't know if I got paid for my special needs assistance claim. Through the online account, they can see all of their deposits and payments and when they went in, and even to, I think, what bank account right here on the screen. So that's one nice feature under the Alberta Seniors Benefit tab of an online account. We're making really good time. We're going to have lots of time for Q&A. So I'll just quickly jump into some additional resources. The purpose of today's session is really to demonstrate what that online account looks like and make you feel a little bit more comfortable with how you would explain if you're working with seniors, how you would explain what it's like and how to access it, or if you are a senior, what it would look like and what you could expect if you sign up for an Alberta.ca verified account. So in terms of additional resources quickly, and then we'll dive into our Q&A. In order to get assistance, if you're asking for assistance with Alberta's Seniors Financial Assistance programs, the main point of contact for assistance with those programs, so like things like, oh, I'm helping a client and I don't know if they have applied for Alberta Seniors Benefit, anything like that, that's through Alberta Supports. Alberta Supports has recently updated their menu options. So if you are a service provider assisting a senior, when you call 1-877-644-9992, press option 6 to be placed in a service provider queue. And Alberta Supports call centers open 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and they can provide assistance in more than 100 languages. If someone is signing up for that Alberta.ca verified account for the first time, and you need assistance with that portion of it, so that's the account you would sign up with to access not only the Seniors Financial Assistance online application, but also My Health Records and things like that, there's a separate number for assistance with creating that account. So the numbers here, 1-844-643-2789, or they also have a designated email address that you can email and ask questions about Alberta.ca verified accounts. I hope no one's playing a drinking game where you have to have a drink every time I say Alberta.ca verified account, or you're not going to remember this presentation, or you're really going to need to go to the washroom after. I think I've said it like 100 times today. The Seniors Community and Social Services website also provides up-to-date information, publication, and forums on all seniors financial assistance programs. It's also where you can access things like the benefit estimator, which allows you to estimate what your benefit would be based on your income, and that online document submission tool we mentioned. So if someone prefers to print or fill out an application and then have it scanned in, they can upload it there without using Alberta.ca verified account. You can also refer to the Senior Service Provider Resource Guide for additional information. In that guide, there's links to publications, forums, and additional tools to assist you with helping seniors access financial assistance benefits. Once again, thanks to CORE for hosting this session today. Many of you are likely already members and utilizing this awesome platform to collaborate with other senior serving organizations and other people in the sector. For those of you who aren't already familiar with CORE Alberta, it's a knowledge hub for anyone working with seniors in the community-based sector to join, and you can share information, collaborate, and get updates on upcoming events and training opportunities. This is just an example of the CORE Alberta landing page. If you're not already a member, you can sign up by visiting corealberta.ca. There's no cost to join, and there's lots of great benefits. I also recommend once you sign up, subscribe to the newsletter. That's where we will be sharing about any upcoming sessions we're offering as well. I've mentioned the Senior Service Provider Resource Guide a few times. Once you've signed up to CORE Alberta, you can join various groups, and ours is the Government of Alberta Seniors Programs Resource Guide group. So you can join that group for free. And in this group, under the Resources tab, is the Senior Service Provider Resource Guide. I just uploaded a new version of the guide on Friday, September 12th, so just this last Friday. So if you're already using a version of this, thank you, and you have it saved to your device, I do recommend going in and replacing it with the new version from the group, as there is a few significant updates. This digital guide is intended to assist service providers who support seniors in accessing programs, services, and resources so that seniors can age in their chosen communities safely. In this guide, you'll find information on seniors financial assistance programs, elder abuse prevention efforts, initiatives to address ageism, initiatives to celebrate and recognize seniors, and there's also information on federal programs such as old age security and the other ones we mentioned today. This guide also contains general reference materials, links to websites and forums, and process maps to guide you through various scenarios when assisting a senior. There's also some commonly used acronyms and online resources that are embedded throughout the guide. In this senior service provider resource guide group, we also have discussion threads. So if you have a question about a specific program, you can post them in the discussion thread, and then myself or someone else from the area is able to see your questions and answer them right on Core Alberta in the group. Again, we do encourage you to sign up for their newsletter as well, and we'll be posting updates in the core group if we have upcoming sessions, and then through the newsletter as well. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope everyone has a great day.